Gourmet food trucks are a fun and funky part of the restaurant scene. They're operated by a new breed of chefs serving some of the best and most creative food around. And they are doing so in some very small spaces, like Michelle Grant of the Grilled Cheese Truck.
So Claire, welcome to the Grilled Cheese Truck.
Well, thanks for having me. I mean, looking at the space, you can tell it's an exercise in organization.
Oh my God, you have no idea. It's crazy in here. It's tiny, you know, it's like the size of it's a small galley kitchen essentially,
Yes.
But it's our entire restaurant on wheels.
Well, what I love, when you say it's a restaurant on wheels, it's not a kitchen on wheels, it's a restaurant
No,
on
it's
wheels.
the whole thing. It's the entire restaurant on wheels. We're basically a quick serve restaurant that rolls around to all the different parts of LA and serves great, delicious grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh my gosh, well, give me the grand tour. I know it's a very small grand tour.
So basically, you know, we have this door that's over here. If this door is closed, you know, that driver's compartment is, no food is allowed in there, you know, according to health departments and things like that, which if you notice, everything in here is really, you know, all stainless steel and easier to clean. Cleanliness, especially in a small space like this, is paramount. And that's the same thing actually in a small kitchen. You have to make sure that you clean as you go. That way you always have room to keep going, because if you end up with a whole pile of dirty dishes, then suddenly you don't have room to keep going with whatever the project is.
I always have a sink full of dishes, so I need to start, you know, doing that.
Yeah, clean as you go. And this is actually our kitchen and our prep space.
Wow.
And so all the sandwiches get made here. It gets awfully tight in here because we have usually somewhere around 4 to 5 people in the truck at all times.
Oh my goodness.
This is the area where we keep what we call our mise en place. And that's a really fancy way of saying the stuff that we're going to use that's already prepped. And all of them are always in these square rectangular containers. But again, deeper than wider, so that way you get the most out of whatever you're doing.
Out of a small amount of space.
Exactly. You know, the thing is, grilled cheese is such a personal thing. We can't have everything in here. Somebody wants to come up and make their version of their memory of the best grilled cheese ever. You know, it's our hope that we'll have the ingredients on board to be able to help them make that. And that brings us to our bread. And this is a perfect example. If you look right over here, we can stack it up kind of like building blocks. Every spot that we can put bread, there's bread.
Looking at the bread, you can see that you're organizing upward.
Always.
All over. Rather than sprawling out, it's about using that vertical space.
With any small space, whether it's on wheels or in an apartment, you have to use your space as economically as possible.
It reminds me of in college, lofting all of your beds.
Exactly.
And having your desk underneath it.
Exactly.
So you all of a sudden took a very small space and created 3 different compartments.
Necessity is the mother of invention. You have to use the space that you have to the best capacity.
And you can really see it all in action when Grilled Cheese Truck founder Dave Danny steps into the kitchen and starts making sandwiches.
When it comes to grilled cheese, I'm a purist. It's great butter, great cheese, and the right bread. The wonderful thing about working in a small space, you've got stuff there, just use your imagination putting it together to form a great grilled cheese.
So it's kind of like the ultimate picky eater comfort food snack.
Exactly. Everybody, I call it a culinary common denominator. Everybody was brought up on grilled cheeses, so it's kind of what we do is we like to think that we take your childhood memories and feed your adult palate.
I love that.
Let me show you what I'm talking about, in my opinion.
Fantastic.
First, you got to start with the quality bread. We have this baked by an artisanal bakery for us. This is our mayonnaise butter mix.
Interesting.
And what this helps you do, it lets you leave the sandwich on the grill a little bit longer. When you have a thicker sandwich that's more stuff in it, you don't want it to burn, and you want to be able to melt that stuff in the middle.
And so with the mayonnaise, it basically prevents the butter from burning too quickly?
It raises the smoking temperature of the butter, and it also helps give it a much more consistent golden brown, and to me it makes it a little bit crispier. We're going to grab some wonderful sharp cheddar cheese. I like sharp cheddar, I like a little bit of a bite to it. And again, buttered side out. And then what we'll do is put this right onto the grill.
Oh, listen to that sizzle.
And you don't want it too hot. You want your griddle at about 350 degrees.
Oh, okay.
And we'll put the butter on the top. Now what we like to use is a bacon press. So we use this. It gets all the bread pushed down on.
Oh, yeah, it's very gentle.
Exactly. It helps contain the heat. Our menu has about 7 different sandwiches on it. We usually run 1, maybe 2 specials, so it's real important that everything is very organized. So now let's make a Veggie Mountain. This is the healthy version of a grilled cheese sandwich, and this again, for small spaces, you can use up your ingredients that you've got. The healthy part, we're gonna go with the 6-grain bread. Butter this, end to end, not too much, but just enough to cover it. We've got some Gruyere, which is, kind of a nicer way to say Swiss.
Yeah.
It's got a nice little bite to it. So we'll throw 2 slices down. I've got some fresh arugula, which I like to put near the cheese so it sticks. It's not sliding out all over the place.
That's smart.
And then what I've got is some shaved fennel.
Yum.
Now what fennel is it's a bulb of the anise plant, so it's got a very light licorice flavor to it. Kind of elevates it a little bit. We've got some nice fresh Roma tomatoes. I've got some extra turkey. Let's throw some sliced turkey into this one.
Ah.
We've got some wonderfully smoked turkey.
So this is like a great lunch grilled cheese.
Perfect, exactly. I'm not a fan of putting everything down flat when it comes to meats. I like to fold.
Wow, that is quite a grilled cheese.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Oh, man.
We need more cheese. So 2 more slices of Gruyere. And then we just cover it up. And we go to the grill.
Oh my gosh. Well, I love how quickly and sort of easily you're able to put together all of your sandwiches.
It's all about organization and kind of just smooth movement. You have to really, you got to know your limits of the kitchen.
It's great. It's a very good way to make sure you don't end up overwhelmed.
Exactly, and overcooking and burning and all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Ready to try?
Oh, yes.
And the perfect grilled cheese sandwich.
Look at
Very hot.
that. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.